Snaps it, and he has to have it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Spits it out to the back. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The run inside. It's Brown. Turning it on. Just making a play, getting it to the 23. And it'll be first down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Rides to the back. He breaks a tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And that's exactly what you want as a coach. You want to drive the ball down the field and get some form of points to create some momentum for your squad to start the season. How about the kicker? 1 for 1 in the year. He's perfect.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. From the gun, it's Martin. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. Let's step back here and look at the big picture for Indiana. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. He fires to the left side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Throwing, Mensah. Picked off to stop the threat. This drive will open from the 15. They'll move the tight end. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Got his man. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Straight ahead, it's Martin. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Looking to throw for it. Right side, it's Martin. At midfield, he's got room. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Follows his blocks. It's Pringle. Got room at the 35. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
Breaks into the open. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a 1st down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Going to the running game. Swapped immediately.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fellow? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Moving to his left. Caught. It's a fumble on the play. Bounced right back to them. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Here's Mensah to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. With the catch, it's Jacobs. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Hits inside. It's Pringle. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. A give to Brown. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense got it all by himself down the middle. He's at the 30, the 20. He's at the 10. Takes it in. Touchdown, Indiana. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Mensah fires to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Long way to go on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Looking to take a shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. 2nd down to the air. He's got an open man. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Rashad Downs going up top. Rush right in his face. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
Throws to the wideout. Snags it! And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. And the Hoosiers are threatening on 1st and goal. Looking for room straight ahead. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the move, it's Pringle. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be an 8-yard loss.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And the Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Just feeds the running back. They were all over it. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead.
This is a defense that comes to play every week with bad intentions, and they set the tone in games by making hits like that. They've got players on defense that play downhill, and they come flying in. If you're a ball carrier, you better get down. You keep trying to fight for extra yards, or you don't have your head on a swivel. Watch out, because these dudes lay the lumber.
Out wide right, it's Pringle. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. .4 yards short, and it's 4th down.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. It's Lofton. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. They have just 3 measly points on the board, but trying to cobble a little something together here before halftime.
Yeah, make something happen. And listen, if I'm this defense, I want to keep them right where they're at. Done a great job all game keeping them in check. Don't let them get some cheap points going into the half, get momentum, and start feeling confident about themselves.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Canes!
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And he finished things off with a 32-yard run to the house. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st. Look out! Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Hoosiers take their 1st time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Making the adjustment. Drops back on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Martin. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got it in the middle. It's Martin. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Moving out to the right. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Second down, gonna throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance.
The quarterback's lucky on that play because when you miss slant throws behind, if the defense is in zone coverage, there might be a defender standing right there willing to take that ball and return it for a touchdown.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Snagged in the middle. It's Jacobs. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Throwing, Mensah. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Now, a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Here comes the offense on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Out wide left, it's Lofton. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Makes the grab. On the move at the 30. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with Memphis taking on the number 21 team, the UAB Blazers. And it's the Tigers with a statement victory here and a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the second half. Here's Brown to begin the drive. He's past the sticks. Turns it on at midfield. Oh, he found a space on the right. 10. Touchdown, Miami. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, they came into this one as the favorite, obviously, and they looked like they were sleepwalking in that first half. Whatever adjustments they made in the second half, I think one thing's pretty simple. David, they remembered who they were. Offensively now, they've come out. They've been electrifying. They've been lighting up the scoreboard. Defensively, getting the football back. This was the team we thought we were going to see at the very start of the game.
Man, it's so hard week to week, man. So many challenges, injuries, all the things that come with it, and getting guys motivated, right? Like sometimes they just don't have that energy. Good to see them come out after the half with the energy, with the urgency. This is the squad we thought we were going to see.
And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's changing the play. Second down, going to throw it. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. This third down a little longer after that penalty. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. Turns it upfield. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get third and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect third down and long execution by this defense.
And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Going with the counter play here. Taken down.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job of the base defense making a play.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. So right at the midfield stripe, never really a thought about punting. Thought they might try to make them jump, but they pick up the first down.
I think a lot of it speaks to the experience they have up front and in the backfield. Just knowing these guys have been in these sorts of situations before in big games, and they can go out, handle the pressure, and go execute and pick up the first.
Pulls it in. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Trying to do it himself. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Here's Mensah to throw. Between the hashes, it's Pringle. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. And And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to run, it's Pringle. Right up, got enough space. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point is good. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got it in the middle. It's Martin. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Changing the routes with his receiver. Got his man downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Running inside. It's Martin. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Good timing on the quick out. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. So Miami signals for a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right front. Nice job.
Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Mensah throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. They're all over him, and he avoids the sack.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Sells to fake. Rushes on. Hit as he throws. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. A big turnover here for the defense to end the quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So 1st down will open up the final period. Driving forward, it's Pringle. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Canes. His 3rd touchdown of this game, and his 3rd on the season. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. That one just came off his hand badly.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Just got rid of that one.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the 2nd half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Hoosiers are in the hurry up.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like, late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Good job just to get rid of that one.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Quarterback changing the play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see fourth down, but it's better than throwing another pick. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Here comes the heat. He's got the tight end. And he goes out of bounds short of the marker. I don't think he got close.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving the stadium with an L.
Looking for space. It's Pringle. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. Throws to the tight end. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He'll take it himself. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical in the line of scrimmage by this offense.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. And the Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The give and tick, 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 tick. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Quarterback keeper. He works it inside the 20-yard line, down to the 19. That's where they'll spot it. Short of the first down, now a decision to be made. Timeout taken by the Hoosiers. They cannot stop the clock again. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Unloads to the wideout. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Escapes the pressure going right. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Fires it down the seam. Goes high to pull it in. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Second and long here. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Wants to throw again. Rifles it down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, pressure's coming. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Fresh set of downs going up top. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Showing the arm strength down the left side. He's got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Wants to go up top on second down. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Miami! Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of this drive. They get to him as he throws. A strike downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Indiana.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. Now the brain trust will go to work on both sidelines. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and, David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it.
Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And the pummeling has started.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man, putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game one, they've done a phenomenal job.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. He stopped short on the two-point conversion attempt. They went right back to the well with the man who scored the touchdown, but he couldn't get it in for the two. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Second down to the air. Under pressure, and he gets it away.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Right side, it's Chandler. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
On the run, it's Pringle. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Canes in the hurry-up. There he goes. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Sells to run, looking to pass. The throw. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Finds his back in the middle. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here.